Hey everyone, David Twyble here. In last week's video, we talked about the angle of attack, in which we started to hint at the interaction between air and the airfoil. In episodes before that, we talked more about the airfoil itself, but now we need to talk about the air itself, specifically what it is and how much of it we have. Once we understand those sorts of things, aerodynamics as a subject itself starts to make sense. So, what is air? Well, most of us know from basic science that it's 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and about 1% of other stuff. That other stuff not being so important. But more importantly and more interestingly is how much there is. So let's take 1 cubic inch. That's a cube, 1 inch on every side. How much air is there in that 1 cubic inch here at sea level? Well, it's actually more than you might think. It's 420 quintillion particles. That's 420 followed by 18 zeros. To put that into perspective, if we were going to do science on that, we would need to know the name or a number and the position and the velocity of each of those particles to fully be able to understand the aerodynamics in that little 1 cubic inch. And there isn't enough computer memory on Earth to do that. So we have to simplify. And these aren't bad simplifications, but that's what aerodynamics is. It's simplification on top of simplification on top of simplification through very complicated math that allows us to understand how aerodynamics works. And we're going to dip our toes into that sort of stuff in future videos. But first we have to know how much air is there, what it's made of, and what do we have to do because of the practical limitations of even just our computer power. Heaven forbid we get out paper and start to try to keep track of all those to start answering how much lift a wing generates or something like that. So keep those numbers in perspective, and the future videos on aerodynamics might make a little more sense. So until then, fly safe.